Hey guys, welcome back to Busted Knuckle Performance. So what I'm going to be doing is tearing the transmission out of the truck. I'm going to be putting a stock stall converter in it, and I'm going to try to diagnose the issues that I'm having with the transmission. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a time lapse of this. That way, everybody can see what's going on. It's not so boring to watch the whole thing from start to finish. I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take me to pull the transmission out, but I'm going to get the old transmission, well, the transmission that's in it removed, the stall converter taken out, and the factory one put in. That stall converter that I got's 2400 to 2700 stall. It's a little too high for the application that I have for street driving, so I'm just going to go back to the factory one. So to catch you guys up to speed on what I'm doing, I've been having issues with the transmission in the truck. I kind of taken a little bit of a break on it. Uh, this past weekend, I actually pulled the transmission out of the vehicle. I switched the torque converter out from the high stall that I had in there, which was supposed to be 24 to 2700 stall. It ended up being like right around 3000. But with that stall converter in it and the shifting issues that I was having, it was hard to diagnose what was going on. I didn't know if it was a bad torque converter or if there was problems with the transmission itself. So what I did was I actually pulled the torque converter out and put the stock one back in. So whenever I did that, I actually was able to drive up the road and the truck shifted. But the problem was is like the truck would shift from second gear into third gear, like right away. As soon as you touched the throttle, it just shifted. Um, and then it would like bog down until you got up to speed, and then the truck would take off and run normal. It would shift into fourth in overdrive. So that part of it worked. I mean, you were able just to cruise around. But whenever you came to a stop, the truck wouldn't automatically downshift, and it kept pushing like at a light. So I'd have to put it into neutral. Or if I downshifted into second, that's all the lower it would go is in second. It wouldn't get down into low. So I pulled some codes, and the code I got was P0758, which is a shift solenoid B, and it was saying it was shorted or grounded, which I'm still going to have to diagnose that this weekend. I didn't have a voltmeter that worked, so I actually had to order one. It should be in this weekend, so I can actually diagnose that and see if it's the shift solenoid, which I highly doubt it's the shift solenoid. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I actually put a shift solenoid in it whenever it first tripped that code, and it's still tripping the same code. So I don't know if there's something wrong with the wiring inside the transmission, because there's a little wiring harness that goes in there and a plug that comes out through the case, which I can test it there. I can test the resistance of the solenoids right there at the wiring plug. Or if it's a problem with the signal coming from the computer, there could be something wrong in the wiring harness where there's like, bare wire, it's grounded, or the wire's cut somewhere along that way. But I can test that at the computer. So those are a couple things I'm going to be diagnosing. So yeah, that's what I was doing. Is trying to get this truck all sorted out to get it running and driving, because like I said, it's my cruiser. I mean, I'd love to put some turbos on it here in the future, put that built 4L80E in there, actually diagnose that and see what I did wrong in there. But I've just been taking some time off. I mean, I worked on the truck for every weekend for months just to get it to where it is now. I mean, it can move, it runs around. I mean, I'm gonna end up burning the transmission out if I keep driving, so I gotta diagnose this and get it figured out. But yeah, take a look at the video, tell me what you think, comment below, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel.